This will determine whether this intelligence will work for your benefit or it'll torture you every day. Everybody knows about Ramanujan, I don't have to speak about it. Same people are saying yes and no. So Ramanujan was born in Tamil Nadu in southern India from a small village. By the time he was 16, 17, he became a devotee of a Devi. And he picked up notebooks and started writing mathematics. Not the kind of mathematics that you learn in school, 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, not like that, very complex forms of math. Why math is important is, because in many ways, if you want to reduce the universe into any one language, the closest language which can do that effectively is mathematics. Those of you who are not good at it are… all right, it's all right, I understand. In India, music is all mathematics. Everywhere, engineering is mathematics, physics is mathematics, everything can be deduced into mathematics because that is one language which is more efficient. I am not saying it's absolute. It is more efficient than any other language that we speak in describing the universe. And he started pouring out mathematics. Then he was just working as a clerk in Chennai, Madras at that time. Then some English officers saw, this guy is sitting there and pouring out thousands of pages of math, simply. If he sits down, he's just writing, like he's possessed. Then he looked at it, not all of it he could figure it out. He showed it to somebody who's a mathematician. He said, what? Who wrote this? We need this guy. So they transported him to Oxford University. There he went, well, being of the wrong skin color. You know, South Indians, we don't… we are baked by sun. So, he was treated very badly and given very bad accommodations, and because he's a vegetarian, there was no proper nutrition at that time. Today everybody is talking about eating vegetarian. At that time, if you're a vegetarian, you were attacked on the street and beaten because you're just a vegetarian. Today, all the doctors in the West are saying you must eat veggies, otherwise you will die of heart attack or something else. He was treated very badly, no nourishment, so he caught tuberculosis, exposed to cold. Then he was sitting on his deathbed, but he poured out mathematics. Books and books he wrote. When they asked him, where is this all coming from? How is it? He said, my Devi bleeds mathematics. Simple. And today, in 2010-11, they discovered what he wrote in 1908, over a century ago, the mathematics, is actually describing the black holes in the universe. There was no concept of black holes in the scientific community at that time. The way science progresses is, first a concept, then a theory, then the math, then it becomes a reality. But he wrote mathematics for which there was no theory or concept, he just wrote the math. He says, it's all my Devi. I'm just saying this example because this is how it is. If you open the doorway, suddenly your access to the universe outside and the inner universe both open up, and it's a tremendous life. Today, I can say there are thousands of people around me who are beginning to function like this at a different level of genius and capability. I would like to see that the youth of Nepal that's not sounding very youthful. You have seen Adiyogi Shiva. One half of him is man, one half of him is woman, perfect man, in total balance. There was a great sage by the name Yajnavalkya. You heard of him? How is that? You heard of Ramanujan? Yajnavalkya was a great sage, and then he came to know about a young woman whose name was Maitreyi. Because she was so evolved and spiritually exuberant, he decided if he marries, she will marry only her, otherwise he will become a monk. Then it fell together because she also was looking for someone who was spiritually evolved, and they married. After a few years of a very exuberant life, no children came. That means you can assume. But they lived in a very exuberant way. Then one day, Yajnavalkya came, I have been in this marriage for about 8 years now. This has been a phenomenal experience for me, but my heart is longing for something deeper, more profound than this. Everything that I have, the house, the fields, the wealth, everything, I will leave it to you, and please release me. I wish to go in search of something else, which is far more profound than what I have right now. So Maitreyi said, what makes you think? When you are seeking something more profound than what we have now, I will settle for this house, I will settle for this property, I will settle for this silly money that you're going to give me. What makes you think I will settle for this? I also seek something more profound than what is there right now. You don't try to settle my life by giving me a house and only to create pleasantness in your surroundings. You need the cooperation of other people. To create pleasantness of body, pleasantness of mind, pleasantness of emotion and energy is 100% your business, yes or no?
Yes!
You said yes.
Yes!
This is it. This is transformation. No, Sadhguru, I am not happy because my wife is doing this, my husband is doing this, Nepal is like this, Kathmandu traffic is bad.
Very bad.
No. For you to be pleasant or unpleasant is 100% your doing. But, you know, life, you get caught up in so many things. This is why you need a powerful tool. Bhairavi is that if you know how to make use of this, being exuberant and wonderful every moment of your life is a living possibility.
Yes.
If you give you a very, the Nepali crooked knife, if you don't have a steady hand, if you do this, either your intestine will come out or somebody else's will come out. Because once you hold a sharp instrument, your hand must be very conscious and steady. So if you ask for a sharp intellect, then you must be very conscious and stable, otherwise you will simply cut yourself every day. You will call this stress. You will call this anxiety.
Yes.
You will call this tension. You will call this misery. Call whatever the hell you want. Essentially, you don't know how to handle your intelligence, that's all it is. If we remove half your brain, you will be peaceful. Hello?
Yes.
A lot of young people are trying because they don't know how to handle their intelligence, they are trying to subdue it. They want to keep their brain soaked in alcohol or smoke it out. Hello? I know I'm in Kathmandu. So, you must decide whether a really sharp intellect is good for you or blunt it with something and then you don't feel anything. Even if you do this, it doesn't cut you. If this was a sharp knife, it would open up. So, if you wish to have a very sharp intellect, the important thing is how you hold it. How stable are you? How conscious are you? This will determine whether this intelligence will work for your benefit or it will torture you every day.